Hi everybody. Um, in my ear is a song playing, "Just a Dream" by Carrie Underwood, and one of the things I want to do at the Dance and Mini Festival, on its way to becoming a festival, is to honor the military. There's a lot of people that are emotionally suffering right now, and physically suffering for sure. And if you could imagine, when you were younger and you fell in love and it was so intense and it was so um, everything. It just, particularly if you had a bad home life and you fell in love, and that feeling of just pure, just love, and then this person goes off to war and they die. And just in that state of mind that the disbelief and the love that you had for this person, and this not understanding how this world works and not understanding why, and these people are out there still. They've had a lifetime, and when you love somebody like that and they go like that, you don't just forget about them. you know um, you ache for them, and there's so many different emotions going through, I can only imagine. And I had somebody that I had loved so, so, so much. We loved each other. I could really say that it was a real love when we were teenagers, and we were together for over a year. And I can't imagine if he had gone off to war and died, because I ached for him for years afterwards. I cried. I cried. I should have got counseling. The breakup, along with everything else that had happened to me when I was younger, well, that had played a factor in us breaking up, because I kept pushing him away. And I didn't understand why, because I loved him so much. Um, I can tell you, I still don't fully understand why I did that. It was a mistake that, you know, you know. But anyway, the point of this is that, uh, I just want the people to know out there that I do not, I'm not going to say every day, but I try to consciously more think about, because so many, um, so many of my dreams have come true because of the sacrifices that these people have made, and their families and their loved ones left behind still here on earth. And I want them to know that I do think about them, and sometimes I do cry. And I'm sure that there's other people out there, and I would love to have an opportunity to meet some of these people, and to, um, maybe to, if they needed, guidance to start a driving school, or to some business advice, something to take their mind off the pain of it all. I would love the opportunity to help them and to thank them, um, because these brave people, uh, they really do make a difference in people's lives. They made a difference in my life. And uh, I just, when you grow up in the hood, and the odds are stacked against people as it is, but when you're in the hood, and particularly on Walkley Street in Montreal, it's worse. There was a lot of us that were being abused, and there was a lot of us that opportunity just wasn't there. And when I went seeking, for knowledge, to get to higher ground, so to speak, it was American people that really helped me, by sharing their knowledge, and they made a difference in my life, and they helped me break the cycle, you know, um, and they helped me be able to guide my kids, and steer them away from, the writing on the wall of many people in the hood. And it's your loved ones that enabled me to do that. And it has made a difference. It has made a difference in my life and my children's lives. And I just want you to know, like, if you ever, want to talk about them and you want to tell me about them, you know, you can email me at sweetwoman41@gmail.com. And I'm not gonna put my phone number out here right now, but I mean, you can email me and then we can exchange numbers, and maybe even meet up one day and we can go for lunch or dinner, and hopefully at the foundation's dance, or you can come out and you can tell us about what it's been like for you, because I'm sure some people are out there and they're suffering in silence, and maybe they're thinking, oh, all these years passed and people are telling me I should just get over it. Sometimes you just can't. Sometimes you just don't want to. Sometimes you just want, to vent. You need to vent. Maybe you need to tell people how ungrateful and selfish we are at times, you know, and how awful we treat as a society military people that, you know, or their families that have lived, this suffering every day, and the military people that have been hurt and don't have the financial support that they should. You know, um, I uh, I can't imagine really loving somebody the way that I loved that guy in high school and him dying. I can't. I'm not even gonna let myself think about it, because I'm just gonna start crying here, and that's not what I want to do. My intent here is to let you know that I do think about you, and I sometimes in my day I just I just make sure that I acknowledge that there's people out there at this time, right now, that are hurting, that are thinking about and missing their, but I can bring hope in the way that you could start a nonprofit to honor. You can get on the phone and you know, you can make a difference. You can share what it's like. You can start a YouTube channel and share what it's been like. You can have other people come on your YouTube show and you can express to us, what it is we don't know and don't understand, what it's been like for you, and maybe if you want to share some advice for the younger ones, you know, um, to say, what, uh, it was worth it or it wasn't worth it, or we would have done this differently, or watch out for this, or had I known this, because you can't spend your days thinking about it all the time, you know, um, and that's the truth, right? Um, but God blesses us, and I know that you're gonna see them. They're gonna be waiting for you when you get to heaven. You know, I just encourage you to do everything that you can to make them proud. Live your life, even if that means you're gonna go on and have another relationship. You know, people have enough love in their hearts for more than one person. They could have a spiritual relationship with somebody in heaven and have a relationship with somebody here too. I believe that. And if the person here has enough love and compassion, they'll understand why you need to do that. If that's what you need to do. If you wanna, in my view, if you wanna have, you know, um, buy them a present at Christmas or birthday, if you wanna, talk to them as if they were there, their spirit was there with you, talk to them. If you wanna save a dinner setting for them at dinner time, save it. I think that we should do more to connect heaven and earth, you know, because it's not as far as people are, making it, it's just not that far away. So I hope that you know that I do think about you, and I believe that other people do too. And your sacrifice it made a difference in my life and my children's lives. And I explain that to my kids, especially my son. Um, I explained to my son that there was a lot of people that made sacrifices so that we could learn, um, and we could have freedom to go about our day, and that they should be honored and remembered. And he understands that. So, um, you can Google how to start a nonprofit if you. Uh, I feel so strongly that you should acknowledge that, and if you want to tell us how you feel, then you should, and have an opportunity at going forward at the our dance or festival. But also, if you yourself wants to start a nonprofit, you can Google Google how to do it. You can send me your questions, and uh, you know, I just I just really encourage you just to vent if you must, or just ask for help. And okay, so they want to. Okay.